My name is Joseph. I'm based in Berlin. I've been here for 20 years. Um, a pastor's child, so I was born in the church, and so. But recently, I've been like aware of a lot of wrong doctrines that we have been taught. Look, I speak Pidgin. A lot of confusion that they taught us growing up to know that. In fact, it shook my belief in Christ. I've been following you for a while, I must say, and you are the kind of person that we need because this church business, somebody has to try to put a stop to it. Most Nigerians don't know anything, but they always claim they know. Nigerians like the Nigerians, we feel that we know everything, and I keep wondering if we feel and we always try to say we know everything, how come we are not wise to understand that church is a business? So I keep asking myself, so is it only in Nigeria that you need to fast and pray? So that means something is wrong. When I compare how we live in Europe and how you guys live in Nigeria or how they live in Nigeria, so this factor makes me understand that something is wrong with this our religion. It's either the God is only there's the kind of God you people worship in Nigeria, and this God is not the same God here because everything here, I mean, you don't need prayer. If you use common sense, apply knowledge to the law, it works. I don't need to pray.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
so we have a big confusion in our family right now because they say I'm rebelling against. I had a conversation with my mom and I told her, you guys taught us very wrong doctrine. All these things that you taught us, they are wrong. Don't, especially one, don't speak against the man of God. Don't say something about the pastor. The pastor is doing something wrong.
Nabi. The Bible
Every
says
time I
if
go,
they give you false, what is it called, testimony, say me the chop stone.
so like I said, this whole 20 years, when I used to come the first time, I want to say something about the pastors. They'll tell me not to talk, and I'll just say okay. But now I'm talking. Every time I go to Nigeria, she'll tell me, there's one pastor you have to go and you are coming from Germany, you have to come and. I said, why should I give him money? Why do I need to go and give a pastor money? Why do I need? What has he gone done for me? Oh, so it's just really.
Was he a pastor?
My dad was a pastor, so he was pastoring a church in Makodi.
Okay, so
Then
what kind of sickness? How come all these their churches have not healed him?
it's a big story. So my dad had stroke, which has to do with stress, not eating properly, no sports, and if I calculate how much tithe my father paid to the church, he was going to Winners Chapel. When he got sick, even nobody, he's not even allowed, or even if you're a member of the church, you're not even allowed to see the Oyedipo or bishop, whoever he is. You're not even allowed to see him. So he got sick. Nobody from the church came to visit. All the tithes, I'm not exaggerating, the tithes in the span of 25 years was over 100 million that my dad paid to the church. I'm telling you, because they were when we moved from Makodi to Lagos, my dad got into GNLD. Maybe you've heard about that. They were one of the first people that started GNLD's network marketing for food supplement. They were the first people. This was close to 98. They started GNLD, so they were doing very well. I mean, he went top to the top, getting at that time 4 million naira monthly bonuses, paying tithes for over 20 years. When he got sick, nobody from the church came. And I told them, it's the food. You don't go to medical check, you go and pray. My dad is what really broke me. I've never seen somebody that committed to God like my father. Praise, fast. I mean, 6 o'clock in the morning, they don't wake us for prayer. Every day. Can imagine before I left the house, every day prayer. Prayer and fasting, prayer and fasting, prayer and fasting. and this still happen. I mean, of course, now I understand that. I mean, if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't watch what you're eating, you don't do sports, of course you can get sick at 70 something. A lot of problems we have in Nigeria. I've been trying to reach out to you are caused by the church. Churches are bad. Churches are bad for the society. Churches, they've brainwashed.
Let's
They've
talk
brainwashed.
about Berlin, where you are. How many churches do they have in Berlin?
Well, we have the Germans are Christians originally. So they have like a lot of holidays are Christian holidays. So they have normally these big cathedrals, which were there before, when Hitler was there. So we have a lot of cathedrals, like very big churches. I I don't really know how many churches now, but the Germans don't go to church. We have a few Nigerian churches here or African set up, which you have. I mean, if you have a church of 200 people, is a really big church. Yes, it's not like in the UK. The Germans are not like, like the UK or England, where we don't really have that big African community. So you don't have a setup where you have like 1,000 African people going to church. We don't have that here. The biggest church I know here is 200, and it's an American setup, American German setup. Biggest German church here is not. You don't have 100 people going to church on Sunday. Germans don't go to church because, like I said, why do you go to church? They don't go to church. Sunday is a day to rest after working. Sunday, Saturday, Sunday is family day. You go with your family to do, because you work the whole week, and you visit friends. You do something with the family, and these are activities. So most people don't go to church. They have everything. So Berlin is not into that kind of religious country, like, even though Germans are originally Christians. Continue talking about the problems we have in Nigeria, because this
Samaria, why
99
you run? I send you request. Samaria, why you run?
99% of the problems we have in Nigeria are caused by churches. 99%.
Omo, over to you guys. With me live, I have Daniela. No, I have Simite and where are you, Chichi Obama? I don't even know who I'm. Chichi, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Can't you see me?
Okay, Simite. Are you Simite?
Simiti, Daddy Freeze, right here.
Simite. Okay, go ahead. What are your thoughts?
I went away for a quick second, but I came back on. So the what I was actually listening to when you were talking about was how Africans, either in America or England, wherever that you were talking about camping, how Africans don't camp, like we don't know what camping is. That was kind of funny to me because I remember, like, I have a couple of friends here that actually wanted to take me camping, and I didn't grow up going camping when I was back home. So that's kind of strange for me to
A
leave,
culture
like, the
shock.
comfort,
You want to leave the city and go and enter inside this
right, like the comfort of my home, and now all of a sudden I want to go
where
camping. But
there's no
when you think
toilet.
about it too, in a different light, it's pretty sad in a way, because I think I was having this conversation with a friend, and I was asking him, I said, especially Africans, like, what were our upbringing? It's always about hustling, making ends meet. So there was no um way, like, you growing up, you either have to go to school, you come home, but it's very few of people back home that you see they take family vacations, or they want to go camping, they want to do, all of these things that it's kind of like human nature for us to be able to do certain things like this, for us to be able to leave. That's why most of the time when you see Africans come overseas, they are working like crazy. People be working crazy shifts there's no time for them to take a break, because the only thing they think about is money. The only thing probably they think about is sending money back home, or just trying to make that money that they never had that opportunity to make or get when they were back home. So, it's pretty sad. Some, some of the way Africans, well, let me not say some of the way Africans think. I'm still African, but it's good at times to have a different um, way of thinking, for you to be able to um, kind of enjoy your life a little bit. And it doesn't have to be about working, working, working. Now, when it comes to the church business, that's a whole different story. I have my own fair share of pastors giving like fake visions. So that's yeah. So that's crazy.
Daddy Freeze left. If I may add to what you said about um money. I think let me speak. Nigerians, we need to change our mindset about money. I feel that we chase money too much. Everybody wants to make money, and from experience, I can say that from experience. When you focus a lot on money, you won't have money, because you are the whole time too stressed about making money, and you're gonna be chasing money, and you don't even have the time to even think about just relaxing and planning and let things roll, and money will come. When you chase money, you are chasing money. It's just a simple. It's a very simple, and that has worked for me. I was also in the same mindset of I want to make money. I want When I stop thinking I want to make money and just relax, money came to me.
But how long? My question is, how long did it take you to have that different type of mindset? There's a saying: you cannot teach an old dog new tricks, in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's all on the upbringing. A lot of us Africans were not privileged growing up back home. So the first thing you think about, honestly, is making money. You want to be able to make money. You want to be able to support your family,
But
especially. I'm sorry.
do you know why? It's because of Nigerians always want to show off.
No, but let's not focus only on Nigeria. I'm African. I'm not from Nigeria. I'm from Sierra Leone. But it's the same mindset. It is the same mindset.
What is
At times I usually ask, like us Africans, like, what did they do to us where um that moment of serenity, in a way, like, okay, let me just chill. Like, I want to go hiking. I want to be able to take vacation. And the crazy part, I think it was probably like a year or two ago, me and my friends, like, we decided to go on vacation. I could promise you, 90% of the people that were on vacation were white people. You barely see Africans, yet alone black people. I don't even want to refer to like black or African Americans. For you to see an African, just take a weekend off and be like, okay, maybe I just want to go